marketing. What is cold marketing? It's a process of getting strangers to know your business, to know you, to know your products, right? It is the most crazy part of marketing. Like, anytime people think of marketing, that's what they think about. Nobody likes it because you get to meet people that are rude to you and so many things like that, because they are total strangers, and then you walk up to them, interrupt them, whatever they are doing. Sometimes they might be so busy in their office, and then you meet them and you're talking about your business. It can be so irritating sometimes, right? And sometimes you just meet them on the street and you want to talk to them, or you come to their inbox. Like, so many people send me messages on Instagram, and it can be quite annoying. Like, I don't know you from anywhere, you just send me a message saying, hello, I do so and so if you're interested, please chat me up or something. So cold calling is really frustrating, but it's very effective. It's a very effective marketing strategy for your business. And just like every other thing, if done properly, could really help your business. So many people have done cold calling and it has worked so well for them. So many people are just scared of doing it. And like I always say, if up to 10 people are not seeing your business every day, 10 new people are not seeing your business every day, you're practically running a hobby and not a business. So one way or the other, we all have to do cold calling, but we are going to learn how to do it in a more effective way so that we can get better results. I was listening to Brian Tracy's video one day, and he was like, when he started marketing, he started because he didn't have any job, he didn't have food, he didn't have a shelter. So they told him about this marketing job and he had no option. He said, well, let him go. The only knowledge he had about cold calling was the fact that the more no's you get, it's so funny, every time I think about it I just start laughing, that the more no's you get, the more successful you will be eventually. That's all he knew about it. And then he had this oversized shoe that he used to wear. That's the only shoe he had. He was squatting with a friend, he didn't have clothes, they dashed him the shoes. They said, oh yeah, go and wear these shoes and go out and look for a job. So he would go out, he would knock from one door to the other. Hi, I am selling this. And they'd be like, get the hell out of here. He's like, thank you very much. So he has counted one no. He moves to the next door, and then they drive him or they shout on him, and he's counting another no. And then in a whole month, he ended up selling just one. Remember, his shoes was oversized, so he couldn't run, he couldn't walk very fast. He just, found a way to move along. So he sold one item in 1 month, you can imagine. So he was like, oh, this is great. So eventually he saw this man doing the same marketing he was doing in his office, and he was so comfortable. He had no debt, he was living a comfortable life, so he had to go meet him and say, please, can you help me out? I need to learn this thing very well so that I can be good just the way you are. And the guy helped him, and that turned his whole life around. Les Brown, I'm sure a lot of you know Les Brown. He had a similar encounter. He said he knew he just had to be persistent, no matter how much they insult him. That sometimes you go to a house and say that, please, I have this item for sale, and they'll be like, will you get the hell out of here? You say, please, can you introduce me to your neighbor? Like, get out. And then sometimes when they're like, I'm not interested, please leave, and you'll be like, okay, please, can you introduce me to someone who you think will need it? Some people will still answer him. So he was bent on doing it no matter the impression people had of him and no matter what they said about it, because he knew he wanted to achieve success. So for you to be cold marketing, you need to gather liver. It's not beans at all. Initially when I started networking, then they said I should write a list of all the people you know. And then this guy, what's his name, I've even forgotten, was telling us that his first client was the 500th person he called. He called 499 people before the last person eventually keyed into his networking business. So you get that sometimes, especially when it is cold calling. I mean, these people are total strangers. They don't know you from Adams. So how do you expect them to just want to buy from you like that? So what is cold calling? It is a technique in which a salesperson contacts individuals who have not previously expressed interest in the offered products or services. Now, the secrets to sales have been identified as identifying your target audience, right? Allowing them to trust you, getting them to trust you, and giving them value for their money. That's just the secret to having your product out there sold, the secret to not having your product on the shelf. You need these people to trust you. First, you need to identify your target audience. Something happened the other day on Instagram. A lady, I paid so much, I paid heavily for an Instagram ad. And then the next thing, one lady just came and in the comments put up her own advert there, put up her link and all of that. I was so pissed. I'm like, what is all this? I told her that if you do things like this, people will think you're a thief. They will not trust your business. But I noticed that when a company that sells grilled fish did the same thing, I wasn't so upset. Why? I'm their target audience. Whether you like to hear it or not. I'm their target audience. But that lady, I don't even know what she was selling. I had to check her profile. I had no idea what she put up there. So it didn't make sense to me that she was trying to put up an advert there. So when you market to your target audience, it's less irritating. Talking to strangers can be annoying in the first place. So when they are the right people, the people that need your products, the people that make use of your product, they'll be more receptive to your offer. They would want to listen to you, all right? And if you give them a good offer, it's most likely that they'll buy from you. Now, with all we've said, does that mean that we shouldn't cold call? Of course we have to, because that's the only way we can get things done. That's the only way we can sell our products, apart from people that know our business. As long as you're introducing somebody new to your products, your services, to your business, you are cold marketing. Now, why don't people buy at the first time? Because sometimes these people we are cold marketing to, they might eventually buy from us another day, maybe not that day. Some of them might buy from us that very day, and then some will not buy at all. Now, why does it take people a while to buy your products? Research was done. They said people need to see your products at least 13 times before they actually buy. So the question right now is why? Number one, they don't trust you. What's the guarantee that after buying this thing from you, this box from you, when I open it, I'll see what I want? I was watching something on Instagram the other day. The man fell on the floor and was shouting, my 40,000, my 40,000. I said, what's wrong with you? He said he went to, is it Phone Village or GSM Village, they call it in Lagos. And somebody said that he's selling iPhone 11. And he said how much? He said 60,000. So he priced it down to 40,000 and the man gave him the iPhone 11. So he checked now, the phone was looking fine. So he got to the house and wanted to charge the phone. And he connected it and he noticed nothing was connecting. So that was when he eventually opened it and saw that it was Apple. They didn't even put cotton wool or anything. They put Apple inside the phone for the man. So he ran back to see if he could find the person that sold to him. When he didn't see, that's when he started falling on the floor. So a lot of people don't trust you, seeing you for the first time that you're selling anything. So they don't believe that whatever you're selling is authentic, all right, or that it will give them the value they're expecting. Now, another reason why people don't buy from you at first is because they don't have a need for your product at that moment. You hear somebody say, okay, maybe next time I'll buy, or some other time, let me have your number. It is your duty as the marketer to keep in touch with them. When you have products that are similar to that, you should let them know. When you have a discount, you should let them know. They probably didn't have the money. That's the third reason. They don't have the money at that moment, or they don't have the money at all to buy your product. But if there's a discount, you're selling something and you're doing sales and you're doing 30% off, he might just decide to squeeze in and purchase your item. All right, and then they don't understand your value proposition. Sometimes we have marketers who don't even know their products, and it's crazy. I once worked in a place where my boss asked the marketer when he came back and said there was this lady that was interested in one of our products, and he said, which of them? He said the red one. And my boss was like, Tessie, what does he mean by the red one? And I had to tell him the name of the product. And he looked at the market and was like, so what did you go to market? All right, you don't know the name of the product. You just know that the color is red. The color of the packaging, not even what is inside, is red. So sometimes the marketers don't explain explicitly to the people, their target audience or people that are around them, what their product can do for them. So these people end up not buying until they understand. And then they have a better offer. You're selling something for 10,000 naira and someone else had already offered it to them at 7,000 naira. They might not want to tell you. They'll just say, thank you, I'm not interested. And then they'll simply go back and buy from the other person. And then they have built a relationship with the people that they often buy from. Sometimes the people that sell things to us, become our friends. And you don't want to betray that friendship by going somewhere else to buy their product, especially if they are still giving you quality at the right time, at the right amount. All right, so these are the reasons why people don't buy at first sight. And finally, they might not be your right target audience. Now, how can you make your cold calling more effective? Because cold calling works, whether or not we want to accept it. It works if you use it properly, just like every other thing. All right, there's a formula to it. Now, the worst thing to do is to sell something to somebody that does not need it. That is to sell things to people that are not your target audience. And a lot of people do this not because they want to. Sometimes we don't even know who our target audience are. You're selling you want to sell something, or you're talking to a business owner and you're like, who are your target audience? You say everybody. Or you say, okay, I'm making hair. Who is your target audience? All the women on the road. Everybody is making hair, so they're your target audience. There are so many things you need to look out for, including the age. Identify for the last 5 months the age of the people that have bought from you before. Hi, Diamond Cakes. I was just telling everybody that you sent me correct Zobo. Thank you so much. Okay, so you need to identify or define the people that have bought products from you for the past 5 months in terms of their age, their gender, their interest, their hobbies, their religion, their income, the kind of business they are into. All these things are very important because it helps you to identify people that have similar properties with these people, so you can easily market to, as compared to the fact that maybe you have never sold to anybody before and then you just want to start a business. It's more difficult to identify your target audience. But if you have sold to anybody before, even if it is friends and families, you need to define them. And what does this also tell you? It tells you that you need to build a relationship with your clients for you to be able to have all these details about them. All right, you need to know, okay, what age range? You don't have to be specific. This person is 32 years old. It could be that my target audience are within the range of 30 to 50 years. Most of them are Christians. For example, you sell pigs and you expect a Muslim to buy from you, you will die of hunger. So you need to identify what religion or what set of people in what particular religion will buy my product. So it also goes to say that your location matters. I just gave you an example. So it is easier to sell pig in the south than to sell in the north. So if you're selling pig, where should you be? So you need to identify and define your target audience so that when you're cold calling, they don't they don't, take it as an offense that you're even coming to them in the first place. All right. And then how do you identify your target audience? How do you know the right people? It's by asking them questions. A lot of marketers believe that marketing is talking. You see somebody, you start talking, introducing your business, what do people do, and all of that. It is good. But my point is, it is more effective when you listen and when you ask questions. You get to know if at all the person is your target audience. You don't have to talk to everybody about your product. So when you're gisting with the person, how are you doing? Or how is the family? Oh, fine. How many kids do you have? They tell you. Then you know whether you can actually sell Pampers. Because they'll tell you, or diapers, sorry, everybody's used to calling it Pampers. Anyway, but I think that's what you should do to your business, so that you will be able to, that people, sorry about that, I had a call, it interrupted that. Imagine if you have a product and people are calling the general product your business name, like Pampers, like I just said. Everybody's used to that. Do you understand? Or you want to say you're selling toothpaste and you say I have Close-Up. So let's not deviate, but it's it should be a goal for all business owners. Now back to what I was saying. You should ask questions. So when he's like, I have 3 lovely kids, you're like, really? How old are they? Like, oh, this one is 1 year old. At that point, give him time to finish talking. Then you can now tell him that I have diapers for sale, or I have children's shoe. You have gotten information. You now know that he is your target audience. But imagine if you were talking since you got into his place. He's just looking at you. Then you now go and tell somebody that has vowed in his life that he will never marry. You're not telling him to buy Pampers. Should he wear it? Should he wear it himself? So he might even feel offended that, why is this person annoying me? Why is this person reminding me of my past or my problems? Do you understand? Now, prepare and memorize a pitch. You should have a pitch for your business, even if it's not you that is marketing. Your marketers are marketing. They should say the same thing to everybody. Now, you can always adjust your pitch in the sense that you tried this first pitch, it wasn't so successful. You look at it, you analyze it. Oh, did this work well? Oh, it didn't work so well. So let me tweak it this way. Let me change 1 or 2 things. Let me adjust it. All right, and then you continue experimenting for the first 3 months of your business until you find out what works. And then that should be part of your marketing systems. It should be stored in a document. As a marketing policy, this is what I say. The same way when you have a customer care person, when you call MTN, Glo, or Etisalat, they tell you that this call is recorded. And then you hear the customer care person saying the same thing to you. If it's another person that calls, it's the same thing they'll say to you. It is because it was written down for them. That's what they are meant to say. So you should have a prepared and memorized speech before you go out cold calling. And then give samples. There was a day I went to ShopRite, right? And then I was about buying something and someone was like, please excuse me. I'm from so and so company. We sell juice. I just wanted you to have a taste of our juice. And she gave me a cup of juice. I tasted it and I liked it. And instead of going to buy the usual 5 Alive, I bought her own. So if you're so confident of your product, you can give a sample. For example, if you sell soap, right? My soap finishes every week. So in a year, I can say that I use 52 bars of soap. Now imagine if I am a soap producer and I know that my soap, when people use it, it finishes every week. I can just give out 1 as a sample and say, please test it. All right, you can test the soap. If I know that it will be effective in 1 week, I know that you will call me very soon because it makes your skin glow, it removes dark spots, it makes you fairer, or it makes your skin shine or something. All right, so I can give a sample of my product, or if I'm selling shampoo or something like that. If I'm selling cake, I can cut pieces and give it to my clients and say they should taste it. After that, you are sure your product is nice, be sure that they are going to come back for it. So when you're cold calling, you should give samples to people. It's easy to stress. Nobody's going to be rude to you. They will buy your product if they like it and if they have the money at that point. Now, give a discount. That's another way of, selling. On a normal day, I sell this thing 3,000 naira, but because you're a first customer, I'm going to give it to you at 1,500. You can do the same thing. Let me use the restaurant as an example. All right, you can say for the first buys, you're opening a restaurant, and you say the first buys you're going to give them at 50% discount, just so people can taste your products and come back again another day. When they come back the next time, since you have your customer details already registered, so you know who has bought from you before, you will now tell them the right price. And don't forget to inform them that it's discount, because if you don't inform them that it's discount and they come another day, they will assume you just want to cheat them because they now trust you. All right? And then do a survey. It's a funny trick, but it works. All right? You have a new product and then you chat somebody up and tell the person that, please, what do you think about my product? And then they'll start giving you their opinions about it. It will surprise you that some people will buy your product. Like, you tell them, okay, I have this lovely product because of diabetic patients. Let me use the Zobo as an example. Because of diabetic patients, I didn't put sugar. I used pineapple and all of that. What do you think? Do you think my product will sell? A lot of people will tell you, yes, can I have a taste? Or yes, can I buy from you? Or how much is it? First, they will give you feedbacks that will help you. Secondly, they will buy your products. Most of them will buy your products. Then show people how it works. All right? You could just try to show people that my product is effective. You show them how it works there and then. You stand a better chance of selling your product. Not just talk, like I said. Talking doesn't work in marketing. Talking too much. Do you know there are lots of customers out there that are just looking for someone that will listen to them? Like, they just want somebody to talk to. And then you come and you're talking on top of their problem. Hey, God. So, most times, talking doesn't work. Showing an example, physical example, a video or something helps. And then if you sell digital products like my product, like you do training online or even offline, you could offer people free courses. All right, you could tell them they should come to your class for training, a free training, or they can meet you online for a free training. After that, if they enjoyed your class, they're most likely to buy your products if they can afford it and when they can afford it. All right, and then help them. Sometimes you see a person stranded. This is for mechanics. I'm just using it as an example, to buttress my point. You see somebody stranded trying to push her car, just the car is not moving, and you come there, madam, what is the matter? You say, my car is not moving. Or you say, open the bonnet. By the time you're done helping the person, you give the person my card. You say, madam, this is my card. I am actually a mechanic. So if you have any problem next time, feel free to contact me. I would help you. Of course, the woman will come back because you've done her a favor. What if she was running late for a meeting, or she was stranded in a lonely environment? She will not just come back. She will tell people how you helped her that day. Like, can you imagine? That place where armed robbers used to stand? I was stranded there. Nobody was helping me, and then this man came and helped me out. And he gave me his card. Guess what? He was a mechanic. I said, are you serious? I better give me his number too. So another way of doing effective cold marketing is by giving them something for free. You just say, okay, test this and come back if you like it, which is almost the same thing as giving a sample. But giving for free could mean it's almost the same value as the thing you are offering. Like, you could say, buy one, get one free. Buy 2 plates of salad and get one free. People would come for that. And then branding and packaging increases trust. If I am selling a product and I haven't packaged my product properly, number one, they don't know the company it is from, no phone number, because all these are details that are in your packaging material. Your phone number, your expiry date, your manufacture date, the name of the company address. They stand a higher chance of trusting you because they believe that you will not just, come and sell something that is bad or dangerous to them, and you have all your details on your packaging material. All right. And then the second to the last point is talk benefits and not features. Sometimes people want to talk about something they are selling, and they start talking about the features of the products and not the benefit. What is the difference? The features are like the ingredients of your product or what your product comprises of. But what are the benefits? The benefits are the use, the value of those features, what it will do for them, how it will help them. Like I gave an example, I said you want to sell Zobo and you say that because of the fact that lots of people have diabetes and lots of people's sugar level are going high, you have decided not to put sugar in your own Zobo. You're probably using pineapple or something which is natural sugar. All right, you talked about the benefit of an ingredient of your product, so that is enough to catch me. What if I don't know that sugar is the cause of my problem, and you're telling me that you put as in no sugar inside? You ended it as no sugar. Or these people that are selling Gary, the ones that are packaged, they now tell you vitamin C, vitamin A fortified. How many people know the importance of vitamin A, and how many people know the use of vitamin A? But if you write it somewhere that vitamin A helps you to do so and so, it helps with the sight or the eyes, and I fortified my Gary with vitamin A, I stand a higher chance of buying it, especially if I don't know the use of this. All right, so talk about the features of a product and not just, talk about the benefits of a product and not just the features. Finally, I know we are all exhausted and we need to go home soon. The last is collect their contact details and keep in touch. The fact that they didn't buy from you today does not mean they're not going to buy from you another day. Like I said in the previous, what I said about like a few minutes ago, I said they might not have the money at that point to buy from you. They might not need your product at that point. They might not trust you at that point. So what do? You collect their contact details and keep in touch. And if it's digital marketing, we will say create value, add more value. Let them know that you're a professional at what you do. You're selling makeup and you put up videos of how they can do light makeup, dark makeup using the products you're selling. People will chat you up and ask you, please, what products did you use for your eyelashes, for your eyeshadow? What lipstick did you use? It was so light, it was so beautiful. What did you use for contouring? Because they have seen how you showed them how to use your products. So that'll be all for now. I hope that will help you in your business. Please, if you're not taking anything away, make sure you take this. If 10 people are not seeing your products, your business, your services every day, then you're in a hobby, you're not in a business. So you need to find a way to get your business out there to people. Apart from reaching out to old customers, you need to get new customers on a daily basis. How do you do it? By cold marketing, either physically talking to new people or going online, looking for your target audience and chatting them up privately. Now, the good news is that digital marketing makes it a whole lot easier. You can talk to 50 people in 1 hour, especially when you pay for it. Now, why I prefer digital marketing is that you don't have to stress your head about these things. You're welcome. Why I like digital marketing is you don't have to stress yourself about these things. Once you pay, your target audience will find you. Like now you go tire. There was a time I put up a course for, I was taking place in Dubai, the beginning of this year. I couldn't sleep because I connected, then I didn't have a website. So I linked it up to my WhatsApp. And the thing with customers is if you don't chat them up as soon as they send you an inquiry, you might not find them again. So as soon as I hear pum pum, I run to my phone. In a day, I had to answer to not less than 50 people making inquiries for my program. Why? Because I paid online for it. So if you don't have time and you don't have a marketer to help you put out your products to at least 10 people every day, put it on social media and pay for it. It is automatic. As long as you link it up properly, your target audience will reach out to you via message, via phone call, via your website. You'll just sleep and be receiving alerts because people are going to your website and paying for your product, while you're doing other things. So digital marketing is the way, like I always say. However, if you're not ready for that, it is fine. Still find a way to reach out to your target audience every day. I think that'll be all for today. Thank you so much for coming. You guys are awesome. Let me start thanking everybody one by one. Safir, thank you so much. Hi, Harris Dreadlog, thank you. Ines Connor, thank you so much. Cam's Baby, thank you. Ovita Apparel, thank you so much. Let me keep scrolling. A Dukes, thank you. Destiny, thank you so much. Linus, Diamond Cakes, thank you. Thank you. Pro Beauty Studio, thank you. Quantum, you're the best. Female Invest, thank you so much for joining. Pebbles Ghana, thank you. EdK Collection, thank you so much. Ife Legacy, thank you. Viti Baby Diapers, thank you. Green Clothing, CJ, oh, The Cluster, hi darling. iTrainer, thank you. Destiny, Emmy, Empire, you guys are the best. What would I do without you? Miss Darwin, thank you. Thank you so much. For everyone whose name I didn't call, you still mean a lot to us. Thank you so much. All right then. Bye.